Good morning, good morning, good morning, sunshine, and happy Monday to you. Happy Monday to you. I know everybody has to load in, and so we can get started this Monday. This is a teaching day, so I'm looking forward to everybody. Hope you got your notebook and your pencil, paper, or whatever it is that you're doing. Good morning, Misty Thompson. Where are you, Misty? Where are you at? Good morning, Cynthia Cromarty. Hey. Char Mason is Lancaster, Texas is watching. Quintina is watching. Good morning to you. Happy Magnetic Monday. Yes, calling us the Soul Tribe. Okay, we'll be the Soul Tribe. Park Ridge, Illinois is coming in. Calumet City, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. As we load in on this wonderful Monday morning. I say good morning, sunshine, but there's not really much sunshine. Good morning, Silver Spring. Rhonda Jones. Okay. Ashtabula, Ohio. Well, I never. Detroit, Michigan. New York City. Chesapeake, Virginia. Houston, Texas. Good morning, everybody. Everybody's loading in so that we can. Good morning, Boston. How you doing? Good morning, Houston. So that we can start our lesson this morning. Don't forget you're going to need pencil and paper. I have to tell you all, I had a real hard time with my eyelashes this morning. I love to get up and, you know, it's part of my schedule. I get up, I get dressed, put my makeup on, but this eyelash right here, it's bothering me. So I'm only going to have on one eyelash today. Good morning, Portugal. Good morning. Okay, see this eyelash right here? It's bothering me. So I don't need y'all to make no comments about it. I'm going to put it right here so that y'all can see it. I couldn't get it on right this morning, all right? Now, if that makes me look totally crazy, it was irritating me. Good morning. Yes, Jersey. I took Cumberland, Rhode Island. You know what? I'm going to take this one off, too, because it just don't make sense to see one and don't have the other. So, here, I don't have no eyelashes today. Good morning, Cleveland. I couldn't get the eyelashes on. Good morning, Brooklyn. Hey. Good morning, Carlson, California. So, yes, here are my eyelashes, all right? Maybe I'll put them up here on the thing. Maybe they can just, all right, we'll do that. We'll just sit them right there. How's that? Let me see if I can just get them to sit right there. All righty, so I do have eyelashes on. They on my eyeglasses. My eyeglasses got on eyelashes. I could not get them lashes on this morning. It was really horrible. Gloucester. Oh, okay, they fell down. All right. So all the people that come in late and they're going to talk about, oh, she look old or she look whatever. Listen, y'all know. You got here early. You know I took my eyelashes off because it was bothering me. Yeah? You can't really tell you had only one on. Well, I'm not going to say. It was, I don't know. It was something this morning. Anyway. Here we come. We're loading in this morning on this wonderful morning with happy Monday and welcome, great, and grand rising. Always got to get that in. I have on a t-shirt today. It says, God is my only goal. God is the only goal I have today. So welcome to your daily antiviral message, living beyond the virus. This is day 26, and this is Easter Monday, the day that we acknowledge and celebrate our liberation, our resurrection, and our renewal, because that's what we did on Saturday. And I'm Belgium. Good morning, Belgium. Good morning, Sharice Williams. Good morning, Villa Rica, Georgia. I never seen that. Those lashes are the devil. Yes. I could not get them on this morning. Anyway, with the glasses, you can't really tell. But, so, you know, good morning, College Park. I really put the makeup on just so that I can stay in my rhythm, you know, because we were shooting Fix My Life, which we're now no longer shooting. So I just really want to stay in my rhythm and stay in my schedule. So that's why I get up every morning and put on my makeup. Good morning, Chi-Town. Welcome. And if you're new to this gathering, you are welcome here. I don't think I've ever seen Belgium before. Maine has been here before. Yeah, my internet went out for a minute too. I was like freaking out. Okay, Cayman Islands. Oh, good morning, Charlotte. Good morning. Yeah. So if you are new to this gathering, you are welcome here. We come here wherever you live and wherever you are and whoever you are welcome. Durban, South Africa, beautiful. Been there, love it. You're welcome here. I hope you got to see Love from a Distance last night with Susie Ormond. Oh, thank you, Miss Susie. I mean, she laid it down. She told us about our money and what to do and how to do it. And it was wonderful. And I don't know if you started your prosperity journal. I started mine. I'm on day number 3. I spent my money, and I wrote down how I feel about it, how I felt about spending my money, and what I was thinking. So if you didn't get your prosperity game, we're going to put it in the link. We'll put it in the link up there so that you can get it. And I encourage you to do it every day. And after you spend your money, I can't believe people thought I was actually telling them to spend that kind of money. It's a process, people. It's a healing, okay? So I had today. I'm not going to tell you how much money I had today, because you should be doing it. But I'm telling you, this process is going to get you real clear about your relationship with money. That's some of the stuff that Susie was talking about last night. It's going to get you clear about prosperity, wealth, abundance. It's also going to get you clear about scarcity and lack, your money story, your money fears. So I want to encourage you to do it, because now this is a 40-day process. So you will need a journal. Good morning, Brooklyn. Good morning, Nashville. And you may want to look at how you can change some habitual thought. Antigua, welcome again. Your habitual thoughts. Welcome, Rhode Island. How you can change your habitual thoughts about money. Okay, I'm doing 3 things at the same time. Good morning, all of y'all. Let me go on to the message, okay? The prosperity game. We will put the link in the thread, okay? For those, here are my eyelashes that I took off. I wanted y'all to see that so that you don't think that I'm sick or something this morning. And so we begin. Let us breathe. Yeah. Long, deep inhale. Slow, complete exhale. So many of us breathe backwards. On the inhale, we suck up, and on the exhale, we relax. But true breathing is the exact opposite. On the inhale, you want your diaphragm to expand because you're taking in oxygen. And on the exhale, you want your diaphragm and your belly to collapse, okay? So let's try that. On the inhale, push the belly out. And on the inhale, let it deflate. And relax your shoulders. Come on. Breathing is a natural gift. It shouldn't be work. On the inhale, the belly expands. And on the exhale, the belly deflates. Let's breathe. Slow, complete inhale. Slow, complete exhale. We got to remember the impact that conscious breathing has on our well-being, on our body. Susie even said it last night. Yeah, breathing. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. Breathe fully, because it reminds us of our connection to the Creator. That's what breath is. Come on, breathe, because all of them are still typing. And exhale. Yeah. Do it again. Expand and deflate. And as we breathe together, we set an intention to defy anything and everything that would in any way challenge our right and capacity to breathe fully and freely. We challenge you. We defy you. We claim our immunity to anything and everything that could in any way challenge our breath. We breathe. We breathe in the fullness of the truth of who we are. And that begins with the breath. We refuse to give up our right to breathe, our capacity to breathe, the freedom of breath. And just settle into the breath. Just settle into it. And today, let us send love, light, and healing to our mothers. Whether your mother is in the body or not in the body, whether you knew her or didn't know her, whether you're in good relationship with her or not in relationship with her, let us send healing, light, energy, and love to the woman who lent her body to the Creator so that you could have a life. Come on, breathe. Mothers are the sacred work of God on the planet. So today, we just want to send healing, light, and love, regardless of our relationship, regardless of whether she's in the body. If she's not, that means you got a friend in a high place. Sending light and love and energy to our mothers and to all mothers. Breathe. Mothers. Whether you thought she was who you wanted and needed or not, whether she did what you wanted her to do or not, whether she was there for you or not, you are here in the body because of your mother. Breathe. Yeah. And as we are joined here, mind to mind, heart to heart, let us celebrate our mother and all mothers for the sacrifices they've made, for the investments that they've made in us, for the time and the energy that they spent, even the 9 months, so that we could bake and heal for our mothers. Yeah. And before she was your mother, she was a little girl and a young woman. So we just send light and energy to all mothers today because we are grateful. Imagine you got a body and a mind and a mouth to complain because she lent her body to the Creator. And because we are all connected here, and because we are powerful, let's call forth the violent transmuting flame of healing universal energy to neutralize and transmute any energy of discord or inharmonious energy that may exist between anybody and their mother today. Yeah. And we send forth light, love, healing to our mothers and to all mothers. And in our minds, we say, we acknowledge you. We honor you. We thank you. Come on, breathe. Long, deep inhale, slow, complete exhale. And join me in placing your hand over your heart in the center of your chest. And you can repeat these words silently or aloud as we send this positive, powerful energy out to our mothers. All mothers, wherever they are, whatever location. May you know peace. May you know love. May you receive this energy of gratitude. And we breathe. Mothers. I don't care what you think about your mother. You got a brain because you got a mother. You got a mouth because you had a mother. Yeah? Okay. Our inspirational reading today comes from A Course in Miracles. Is that upside down? That's totally backwards, upside down, everything. It's going the way of my eyelashes, all right? And I didn't have a lesson today. I'm reading from the text. Chapter 7, wait a minute, let me get it. Let me get to chapter 7, section 8. You might want to take a few little notes. And again, if you miss what I'm saying because you're busy typing, go to YouTube and look it up, and then you can write down anything that you need, okay? I need, okay, is that it? Oh, I'm reading from my course companions. So, here's what it says. Do you have difficulty thinking that God can create? Don't think in terms of him creating planets. Rather, think in terms of God creating minds and souls. Is it hard to imagine that God, through the sheer power of his will, can bring into being living minds? Well, of course not. That is, after all, God's function. He is the creator. Now, simply imagine that in mind, we have the same power. Through the power of our will and mind, we can create other minds that once created never die. Surely, that can't be difficult to understand conceptually. What can be difficult about it is simply the idea that we can do what has traditionally been seen as solely the province of God. Okay? It's about your self-fullness. Hear me. Your self-fullness is as boundless as God. Why are we so full? Because our consciousness actually includes the consciousness of God and all of our brothers. This fullness cannot be contained. Our being is so full, so overflowing, that we literally yearn to share it. In creation, God extended its being to us, and now all we want to do is keep that expansion going, to further extend God's being through our own creation. Think of the word fulfillment. It is often used to carry a sense of being fulfilled within through accomplishing something without, as when we speak of fulfilling one's dreams. The idea is that when you fulfill your dreams without, you'll feel fulfilled within. That is how mind works. Our self-fullness lies in the fulfillment of our function. By creating, we are doing what we are literally born to do by creating. But we are so depressed and unfulfilled now, not because what is going on, but because we missed our function. We feel empty now because we are not doing what we were created to do. Talk about a new interpretation of our low spirits. In the absence of our true self-fullness, we turn to selfishness in an attempt to fill the void within. Yet, selfishness is the exact opposite of what we are come to do. How do we find our way back to our function? To create, to be all that God intended us to be? We reawaken to the extension of God's mind in our mind and extend it through creation. Yeah, creation. We get to create. We're so busy working and doing that we don't create. And every time we give to others, we create. And every time we stand in our purpose, we create. And every time we do our function, we create. Okay? That's what we're here to do. To use the power of the Creator that is in us. And anytime we're not doing that, we're going to become selfish. Okay. Consider this affirmation today and repeat it as often as you can throughout the day. All right? It's a reminder. I am as God created me to be. I am co-creator with God. Every thought I think creates. I am using my thoughts wisely. Okay? Well, welcome to Me Matters Monday. Me Matters Monday. Today is Me Matters, and I had a whole bunch of notes. Let me see if I can pull them up. Because I want to talk about today, and I want you to take notes today, and I have homework for you today. I want to talk about the two elements that remind us of how powerful and creative we are, which is self-value and self-worth. Okay? Self-value and self-worth. Let me see if I have it here. On my recent spa, I talked about the 3 pillars of self. There are 3 pillars of self. Self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem. Self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem are the 3 pillars, the divine trinity. And on that, self-love, self-respect, and self-esteem, you build value and worth. People think it's the other way around, but it's not. You have to have self-love. Quickly, just as a review, self-love means that the capital S in yourself is your connection to God. And the small s in yourself is your personality, your ego. In order to have self-love, you have to accept yourself with the capital S, to see and accept yourself as God sees you. Because on the 7th day, God said it is good, and you were created. Okay? So self-love is the first pillar. The next pillar is self-respect. Self-respect. We're always worrying about somebody disrespecting us when we don't respect ourselves. Okay? And self-respect is really about how you see yourself in the world, how you hold yourself in the world. Let me get it. I want to get the true definition that I gave so that people won't be saying, oh, but you said, because you'll love to correct folk. Okay? Self-respect is how you treat yourself and hold yourself within yourself. How you treat yourself, hold yourself within yourself. That's self-respect. All right? And then the third one is self-esteem. How you treat yourself and hold yourself within yourself in the face of others. See, esteem has to do about others. Value and worth don't. But you've got to have your love, your respect, and your esteem solid when you go out in the world. All right? So those are the 3 pillars. Self-esteem, self-respect, and self-love. Okay? And on that, from that place, that's where you build your value and your worth. All right? Very, very important. It is not the other way around. We think it is, but it isn't. And people are always bowing down to the god of low self-esteem. Yeah, because how you see yourself and treat yourself in the face of others, only you get to determine. Only you get to determine. But today, I want to talk about self-value and self-worth. Why? Because the corona has stripped us of everything. We were talking to Susie Orman last night. I call her the money lady. Excuse me for wiping my nose. And Susie, okay, lives on an island off the coast of the Bahamas. So she lives on the island where she built her dream home from the ground up. Not because she worked hard and she saved her money. And this was after she did an endowment to her spiritual community. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that, so let me shut up. But Susie Orman, the money lady, who could tell you anything, she could tell you how many feathers the eagle on the dollar has. That's how much she knows about money, okay? Susie Orman has no food, no medicine. She will not come out of her house, all right? So if Susie didn't know who she was, this could be devastating. But what about all of us out there who, now that we don't have a job, or don't know if we're going to have a job, now that our business is struggling, or we don't have our titles and stuff, how do we feel within ourselves about ourselves? So this, I think, is a perfect time for us to get clear about self-value and self-worth, which sit on the pillar. No, let me do it this way, okay? This is the pillar: self-love, self-respect, self-esteem, and then you put your value and your worth on there. And the self has to be spelled with a capital S. The infinite, eternal part of you that's connected to the Creator at all times. But most of us put our esteem and love and respect on the small s, which is ego and personality. So we want to step into a higher way. All right? Let's start with self-value. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself that allows you to trust yourself. Value is based in trust, okay? How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself that allows you to trust yourself. That's what your value is based on. So if you see yourself, self-love, if you see yourself as God sees you and accept yourself as God sees you, self-respect, if you treat yourself well within yourself, and self-esteem, if you see and hold yourself highly in the face of others, then you'll have your self-value. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself that allows you to trust yourself. That is self-value. The other thing about self-value is you have to have values. And so many of us have not taken the time to establish our values. What matters to you? What matters to you? And how do you live the things that you say matter to you? There's a wonderful values checklist online. I don't remember where it is. I'm sorry, I didn't go get it. But that can be something that you do today. Stephen Covey, he used to do it with successories. There's a values checklist. And what matters to you? Is it material stuff? Is it spiritual stuff? Is it physical stuff? You know, he had stuff like, peace and freedom and equanimity and equality and children and animals. What to you? And how you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself. Are you living in alignment with your values? Because if you're not living in alignment with your values, you will not trust yourself. And your self-value will be diminished. I'm going to tell you a few other things that deal with self-value, all right? So self-value, how you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself that allows you to trust yourself. And living in alignment with the things that matter to you. Self-value says that you know that you matter and what matters to you matters. So you don't allow people to diminish and take and pick away at the things that matter to you. Do you like who you are? Okay? Well, that's more self-respect. Self-worth. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself, that then determines what you expect from others as a result. How you see yourself. Do you see yourself and hold yourself as God sees you? Do you treat yourself well within yourself? And do you see yourself and hold yourself in the face of others? Well, now worth, what you expect from others as a result of how you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself. That's worth, okay? Because people will say, I got low self-esteem, I got low self-esteem. Well, it may not be you have low self-esteem. It may be that you're living from the small s, from the ego and the personality, and not the big S, which is the divinity and your nobility and your character and your creative energy. What did our reading say this morning? Don't you know? Don't you know that you have the same power that God has to create? Create what you desire, and to use that ability to serve your function in the world, which is to create. Okay, that's what our reading said this morning. So again, self-value, how you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself. Now, Susie said this last night. You know, we're all out here with the virus and the mask and the gloves and everything, but how you being to yourself on the inside? That's why I'm working every day to support you to eliminate worry and stress and upset. You're not treating yourself well. You're not treating yourself well if you're doing that. And yes, she told us last night, what were the 3 words that she gave us to use with the landlord and the utility companies and the mortgage companies and everybody, okay? What she said was, could you please? Could you please? Because instead of you sitting around worrying about they're going to put me out and I got to pay the mortgage and just say, could you please help me? I may get the stimulus check. I don't have it yet. It's coming in. Could you please give me a month? Could you please defer my payments? Susie told you that. I'm not telling you this. This is what the money lady said. She said, pay what you have to pay. And if you don't have to pay it, don't pay it. But we're sitting around and upset because we get our validation out here, like our reading said. We're not self-full. We become selfish. Because selfish isn't just about how you treat other people. Selfish is also about how you treat yourself. Could you please? Self-value. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself that allows you to trust yourself. And self-worth. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself, which determines what you expect from other people as a result. Okay? What you expect, not what they do. Because if you expect them to treat you well and they don't, and you keep hanging around, that's on you, boo. That's on you. Very quickly, because I don't want to run over today, I want to talk about some things that diminish our value and our worth, okay? I want to talk about some things that diminish our value and worth. Please write these down. Please write these down. Yeah, later for the FICO score. Susie said the FICO score is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Listen, when this thing is over, we may have to go to our congressmen and our senators, and we have to tell them, you get on those credit unions, those big corporate credit unions, and you tell them that anybody's score that went down between now during the corona, that it needs to be adjusted. Because we can do that. Don't be worrying about it now. Ain't nobody looking at your FICO score. You can't even get no toilet paper. Anyway, here are a few things that diminish your self-value and your self-worth. If you have your other 3 pillars, self-love, self-respect, self-esteem, if you have those, listen, those are first. Love, respect, and esteem are first. Then you go to value and worth, okay? Assuming will diminish your self-value and your self-worth. Assuming things about yourself or about other people or about what's going to happen when you have no evidence to prove it, all right? And you haven't tested out your theory. Assuming will cause you to diminish your value and your worth, because the first thing you'll think to yourself is you assume you can't handle it, you assume you won't get it, you assume they are, you assume they didn't, you haven't tested it out yet. And in the meantime, what we do is we diminish ourselves based on our assumptions. And our reading today said, don't you know that you have the same energy and power as God to create, live your fulfillment? Here's another thing that diminishes your value and your worth. Should, must, and oughts. Shoulds, musts, and oughts. Listen, don't should on yourself. Don't should on yourself. And don't let nobody should on you. Don't should on yourself. All right? Should, musts, and oughts keep you confined to a predetermined construct that may not allow you to create in the moment. Shoulds, us, and musts are judgments, you know? So you have to eliminate them. Here's another thing that diminishes your value and your worth. this fairy tale fantasy of how things should be. And when things aren't that way, then you personalize and you make it about you, or you judge and you make it about somebody else. But as our reading told us today, since we are all one in God's mind, what you judge about somebody else, you are judging about yourself. Please know that. When you judge somebody else, you are judging a piece of yourself. So this fairy tale fantasy of it needs to be this way, it needs to be this way, it needs to be that way, is based on a false sense of perfection. And then when it's not the way we think it should be, we personalize it and make it our fault, or something's wrong with us, or we can't have what we want, and it will diminish your value and your worth. Here's another one: all or nothing thinking. And this is in relationships. All or nothing thinking. That you have this false standard of perfection, and it's got to be this way or not at all. It's got to be this way or not at all. I'll never forget, many years ago, when I was first dating my partner who just passed away in January. He didn't have a car, and I had a car. But I was like, you know what? He ain't got no car. He ain't riding in my car. You know, that's when I was young and foolish. So you know what? I said, do I have to have a man with a car? Or can I learn how to enjoy being on the bus with him? Okay? So I didn't even mention to him that I had a car. And we took buses and cabs and we walked for a long time before I even mentioned that I had a car. Because I had to get out of the all or nothing thinking. All or nothing thinking will diminish your value and worth, because you think if you can't have that, you don't know how to deal with what you have, okay? The other thing, labeling yourself. I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm this, I'm that, I'm boo, I boo. Keep your labels to yourself. It'll diminish your value and your worth. Because as long as you have your labels, you'll do the other thing that diminishes your self-value and your self-worth, which is dwell on the negative. The glass half empty. I never do anything right. This is wrong. That's wrong. Dwelling on the negative. Under the underbelly of that is the same thing that goes with the fairy tale fantasy, the standard of perfection. It's a false standard of perfection. Do you know that perfection doesn't exist? On the seventh day, God said it is good. He didn't say it was perfect. He said it is good, and he rested. So how are you coming along now and trying to make it the good better? It's false standards of perfection. All right? Here's another thing that will diminish your value and your worth, okay? Catastrophizing. I call it awfulizing. To see, oh my God, this is going to happen, and my eye going to fall out, and then I won't be able to see, and I have to use a cane, but I won't have no money, I don't have a cane, and I have to be in the park with the squirrels, and they're going to eat all my... Catastrophizing and awfulizing diminishes the fact that you are a creator at one in mind with God, standing on a pillar of the capital S, all right? Catastrophizing and blaming other people for you, blaming other people for you and what you do, for your choices, for your decisions, about why you don't do this and why you didn't do that. Blaming will diminish your value and your worth. Okay, so let me just go through that list again. Your pillar, self-love, see yourself as God sees you, accept yourself as God has created you. Self-respect, how you treat yourself within yourself, how you hold and treat yourself, how you treat yourself, your self-talk, your self-thoughts, putting you first. And self-esteem, how you see yourself and hold yourself in the face of other people. That's the pillar with a capital S. And today we've been talking about self-value and self-worth. Self-value, how you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself, that allows you to trust yourself. How you see yourself and hold yourself within yourself, that determines what you expect from other people, okay? And the way you diminish that is assuming the worst. Shoulds, musts, oughts, which are judgments. Expecting this false fairy tale sense of fantasy perfection. All or nothing thinking. It's got to be this way, and if it ain't that way, I can't handle it. All right? Labeling yourself. Dwelling on the negative, okay? catastrophizing and awfulizing and blaming. And let me do this one last one that is so very important. Comparing yourself to other people. That is an act of violence. When you measure your mistakes, your missteps, or even your successes by measuring it to other people. Well, don't look like that, so I can't do this. I can't eat this. No, stop it. Stop it. Comparing yourself. It is an act of violence against the self, okay? So here's your homework. Here's your homework. Write it down. Don't ask me. You write it down or go back and look. You got to answer this question, and this is such a wonderful exercise. Who am I? Who am I? And you want to try to come up with 101 things that describe who you are, not what you do, but who you are. That may take you 6 months, okay? Who am I? You got to answer that question. That's number one. Number two, what is hard? What do I have difficulty accepting about myself? What do I have difficulty accepting about myself? What is it? Okay? And number three, what do I appreciate about myself? What do I appreciate about myself? Who am I? What do I have difficulty accepting about myself? And what do I appreciate about myself? That who am I list, you want 101 things. You want 101 things. Who am I? I am. And then when you do your, what is it that I appreciate about myself? Let's see if you really appreciate who you say you are. And we're talking now the self with the capital S, not the self with the small s, okay? Me Matters Monday. These are me matters because I matter, and this is about me. And since our whole structure and our lives have been really altered by the corona, you better get clear about who you are. Because remember, we talked about it. It may look very different on the other side. And if you're going out there, what if you got to stay on the unemployment line for a while? What if after this is over, you still can't pay your mortgage? And what if, things have to change? What if? Is it going to diminish your value and your worth? Yeah? Listen, I can't wait till Wednesday. Wednesday, I got something for you. Okay? And I got something for you today, too. I got some shirts today. All the books are gone. Y'all had me going to the post office. I look like I don't even know what. And I had to go because there was nobody here to go but me. Okay? I had to go myself. But, okay, so I have 7 T-shirts today. I've got two smalls. I've got 1 medium. I've got 2 extra large. And I've got 2 extra, extra large. Okay? So you're going to start putting your size in the thread, and I'm gonna get my team to call me. So this is a small T-shirt. Let me say it's hard out here right now. Well, if you believe that, that's on you. Listen, people, I lost my job. I don't have a job. I have no income. Are you hearing me? None of us do. If we're not shooting a TV show, we don't have no income. I can't go nowhere and do no speaking engagements. And I'm encouraging y'all not to buy no books. So all of my income has dried up. And so what? The Lord will provide or not. Okay? I sure called my mortgage company and I told them I want to get on that 3-month deferment thing. Yes, I did. Because I know you think that because I work in the public that I don't have Oprah money. I don't have Susie Orman money. Hell, I don't have Dr. Phil money. I'm right here with y'all. Okay? All right. So you lost your job. I didn't lose my value and my worth. I'm going to create something. Listen, if I got to settle pencils on the corner, all right, I'm going to do it. Okay? What you give, you receive. Stop giving thought to that. My small T-shirt says, call a thing a thing. All right, can you see that? And I'm showing you it's coming plastic and plastic. Call a thing a thing. I need a small. The money exercise, look in the thread. We'll put it in the thread. It's not a money exercise. It's a prosperity exercise. We call it the money game. Extra, extra large. Rose Wilford. Rose Wilford. Rose Wilford. I'm giving you an extra, extra large. It says purpose is a passion, not a job. Rose Wilford, purpose is a passion, not a job. Okay, I need a small. Amy Ezo, extra large. Let me see what I pull up here. Extra large, stay lit. Amy Ezo, ISSO. Amy Ezo, you got stay lit. Okay. Lydia Potter, get off my thread begging for a t-shirt. What is wrong with you? Ray Jenkins, two extra, extra large, says forgive everybody for everything. Ray Jenkins, forgive everybody for everything. I'm still looking for a small. Call a thing a thing. A medium, who's the medium? Christine Fuller. Wait, did I give my medium? Where's my medium? Christine Fuller, you got the black t-shirt. It says, what does it say? I done forgot. Let me see. Christine Fuller. It says, oh, I know. Okay, it says, live beyond your brain, have faith. Live beyond your brain, Christine Fuller. Have faith. You are my medium. So I'll get that out to you today. Do I have another extra large? Let me see. I still got two smalls. Where are my small people? I don't have no small. Let me see what I got here. I got two smalls. And I've got a extra large. Okay. Ain't no small people here. Extra. No, that's an extra. I'm sorry, Lisa Lofty. Okay, Lisa Lofty, I'm going to send you an extra, extra large for your mom. Lisa Lofty, extra, extra large for your mom. Okay? I still don't have no small. Okay, Lord, I can't say this. Chameleon Legacy. Okay, I got a small for you. Call a thing a thing. There are two different call a thing a thing. One is block letters. One is script letters. Okay, Chameleon Legacy. Good. All right, here we go. Let me see what I got. I don't have no small. Lisa Lofty. Now listen, if I called your name and you got a shirt, please tell me which shirt you got. You send me an email to Iyanla@Iyanla.com, and you put t-shirt blessing in there, and then you tell me your name and your size and what shirt you got. Okay? Quintina Shuckley Harris. Quintina, you won something already, didn't you? Quintina Shuckley Harris, didn't you win something? All right, well, you get a small, okay? You'll get a small. Now, last week, I gave out a clearing to Tom Hines, my friend that does energy work, clearing energy work, and he gave us another heart war clearing, and I gave it to somebody, and they don't put it in here, Quintina. Send me an email to Iyanla@Iyanla.com, Iyanla@Iyanla.com, and put in there t-shirt blessing, and then tell me your size and your shirt, and then we'll get your information so that we can send it to you. Anyway, Tom Hines, he's an energy worker. He clears energy. He did a clearing on Billy last week. Remember I told you I was concerned about Billy because Billy was moving a little slow and he stayed up under the thing. He needs to go in water for a couple of days, so I got to put him in water for a couple of days. But Tom did a clearing on Billy. Okay. He sent me the report of what was happening. And Billy's a little lonely, So anyway. So I have a heart wall clearing gift. Heart wall clearing. And you'll call Tom and he'll work with you for however many sessions it takes to clear your heart wall. Any energy around your heart wall. Okay? And if you don't win and you just thebodyemotions.com, Tom Hines, and he'll do some work, particularly those of you who have a lot of stress right now. Had a lot of stress. He offers a lot of free webinars too. Yes, I know he does. Listen, do your work. What else you got to do? I know you're taking care of the kids and stuff. Wait a minute. I see a message here. Gloria Nosyid. I can't say that. N-O-S-Y-D. Gloria Nosyid. Gloria, send me your t-shirt size. Oh, Gloria is an extra large. Let me tell you what I got for you, Gloria. I'm going to give these out tomorrow. But since you're a teacher, Gloria, I have this for you. Oh, Lord, let me see if I got it. I hope I got it. Yep, Gloria, I got a yellow hoodie for you. I got a yellow hoodie that says, forgive everyone for everything. Okay, Gloria? Gloria, the teacher who needs a little encouragement. And the rest of these I'm going to give tomorrow. And the purse. I didn't forget the purse. And then I'm done. Okay? Anyway, Tom Hines has a heart wall clearing. June Smith. Tom Hines has a heart wall clearing for you. So send us your contact information. Email us at Iyanla@Iyanla.com, and we'll put you in touch with Tom, because the other person who got it did not claim theirs. And all right, Celine Latour, you text me, you send me an email. Yeah, you can have a heart wall clearing. Call Tom, go to his website, sign up, pay the fee, and he'll get it. He gives us a gift. Everybody can't be blessed, but those who got it are supposed to have it, okay? All right, you can do it, and it's not expensive. And you know what? I would much rather you invest in doing something like that for yourself at this time as opposed to buying a book. You know, I told you I'm going to put these things all down and give you the main gist of them, and we can, Rayford, North Carolina. Okay, my cafeteria manager. All right, what I have for the children today, this is really fun, and particularly if they're like 9, 10, and up. They're going to do a self-affirmation alphabet, and let me tell you how you do that. Take a piece of paper and you write down all the letters of the alphabet. And they have to write something good about themselves that starts with each letter of the alphabet. Yeah? I love it. And they'll get into it, you know? Like, you may have to help them with the Z, because, you know, there aren't many words with Z, but they can look it up, okay? So A, maybe I'm attractive, or I'm athletic, or I am whatever, A, they can think it up. Or, you know, Q, I'm quiet. I am, you know, quite beautiful, you know? So let them do a self-affirmation alphabet today. You'll see. And if they're young and you got to help them with the spelling and stuff, that's one thing. But let them look it up. Go look up some Scrabble words. They can do it, okay? Hey, Arlesia Bibbs, how you doing? Okay, you booked a phone call for, okay, good. He's busy, so, but let me tell you something. This is week 5, and this is my prediction, all right? This is the week that people going to start acting like people. You know, we've been nice and positive and all of that, but when our back is up against the wall, that's when you're going to see who we really are. So let us do our work, people, okay? Let us do our work, all right? Because now you're going to see who people are, all right? All righty. Our closing reading today comes from The Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. The 7-step system to awaken your spirit, heal your body, and live your best life. She's a bioenergetics. She's a doctor, but she's a bioenergetics. And the thing I like about this book, Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor wrote her foreword. You know who Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor is? Dr. Jill Bolte Taylor was on Oprah. She's the doctor that had the stroke and then learned about energy in the midst of her stroke. And Jill Bolte Taylor said, you are responsible for the energy you bring in the room. You, okay? So it's really about us keeping our energy clean, which really supports me and why I make the whole MasterPeace product line, and particularly the room sprays. But it's all about energy, all right? We're going to talk about that tomorrow. All right, this is the Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter. Hey, Dr. Sue, love Dr. Sue. Listen. Today, scientific research is revealing what ancient practitioners knew long ago. Science is proving the existence of the human energy field. This field is real and as sensitive as our physical skin, and it affects our physical reality in dramatic ways. That's right there out the book. I want you all to see, okay? Messages from our cells' environment, including our thoughts and emotional states, generate energy flow of a particular nature at the surface of the cell that determines what the cell will do. Come on, somebody. Your thoughts and emotions influence your cells. Listen, that environment, the cell environment, is generated by the energy of our individual thoughts and actions, which lead to the production and movement of molecular chemistry, which in turn leads to the activation of our DNA and overall cellular function. In other words, by what we think and do that affects our energy, we create the possibilities for our own healing. The question before us now is, how long will it take for us to make this inquiry into our true nature a priority and begin to answer the question for ourselves? How long will it take us to heal? Okay? When will it actually become apparent that knowing and living from our true nature is what matters most? The answer is that it usually takes until the day our pain becomes so unbearable that we begin to look around and ask, doesn't life have more to offer? But I say, why not get interested in living from your true self now rather than later, so that you can spend the rest of your life in celebration of the greatest accomplishments you have ever known? The Energy Codes, Dr. Sue Morter. All righty, big people, you have homework. Do your who am I? What is it difficult for me to accept about myself? What do I appreciate about myself? Do that and do your self-value homework. And I will see you tomorrow. Deep bow. Deep bow. Have a blessed Easter Monday. Bye.